Matt, what's been your first impressions of UCF and coming down here and checking out this campus?
Honestly, just exciting. You know, first time here. I've never been to the campus. I haven't really spent. Actually, the last time I was in Orlando was the College Football Award Show when it was here back in like 2004 or 5. That's how long it's been. So great to be back. We're fired up. We're always excited to go to new places for the show. Just a great atmosphere. We've heard nothing but great things. So that's it, man. It's a beautiful campus. It's big. I heard it was one of the bigger schools in the country, I think. So, and you can kind of feel it. So, good energy so far.
I think of the brand UCF building makes that awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Gus has done a really good job, and you know, Gus is a really good coach. He's won pretty much everywhere he's been, and you kind of look at this team in the Big 12, and we're kind of talking about this on the show. The Big 12 is so unpredictable. You know, there's just a lot of really good teams. Anyone could beat anybody, and we're kind of like, why not UCF? You know, they have an offense that's running the crap out of the ball, and you know, a great atmosphere, great home environment. So I think it's just about building. You know, you have the teams from the Pac-12, Utah, Colorado, Arizona schools. So the conference is definitely competitive, but there's historically, I mean, UCF has been really good in the last 10 years, right? When they had a bunch of those good years with Scott Frost. So definitely think there's something to build there with Gus.
What stands out to you about the offense and specifically the running game?
I mean, they just, even last week when they were down, you know, you still, I mean, KJ made plays in the pass game to bring it back, but they still keep it behind, man. Like, that's just what they do. And Gus is great with that. The thing on film is just the backs are really, really good, and KJ is just an absolute beast running the football. I mean, look, I was a pocket passer, I couldn't run, but you watch him, and he makes enough plays in the pass game, but just his ability with those running backs makes them tough. You know, it's tough. He forces defenses to have to wears them down, especially here in the heat and all that. Like, that has an advantage for UCF, especially tomorrow. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch on film for sure.
As a player, how do you think it is adjusting to the heat? I mean, you just mentioned a couple minutes ago that you're personally acclimated.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at the way they run the ball defensively, right before Colorado. Like, you got to get off the field, or else it'll be a long day. I mean, you're going to get tired. You better have a lot of depth, you know. And that's something Colorado doesn't have a ton of. And then you look at someone like a Travis Hunter, who we had Travis Hunter at TCU last year in Texas. It was really hot like this. He ended up playing both. He had his typical game, but that just can wear you down. You know what I mean? So that definitely does get an advantage for UCF. They're used to they understand how to probably handle it a little better. At the end of the day, it's football, and you just go out there and play. But that definitely, I think, gives the Knights an advantage in this one.
You mentioned the Harvey.
He's one of the best. I mean, he's one of the best backs in college football. I think he's showing that. You know, watched last week's film. He's just talented. You know, and in this system, he's going to get a lot of carries, going to get a lot of yards, and games like this, where there's a lot, you know, this prime time and a lot of eyes. You know, these are chances for kids like that to kind of showcase what they do on a national stage. I think that's what's exciting too about these types of games. And for us coming to UCF, they're on the stage to showcase what they can do in the Big 12, and then individually the performances too. So really good, solid back. And obviously, I think I saw him. I think he's somewhere like projected in the top rounds, right? I don't know if I don't know if it's but he's moving up, yeah. And I think if he continues to play the way he has, he's going to be one of those top backs in the draft.
What do you think about the matchup between Hudson and Travis?
Travis Hunter's a dog, man. I said so. Like, I mean, he's good. I think anytime you get a chance to go up against him, who's an elite player on both sides of the ball, it's just fun. You know, you kind of a measuring stick, I think, as a player, and also. But Travis Hunter he's a great kid. He works hard. He's a fantastic player. You know, there's a lot of hype around him, but the thing about him, he's just all ball. You know, he's all business. So I think anyone that gets a chance to line up against him, no matter what side of the ball it's on, you know, you got to take advantage. Like, this is an opportunity because everybody's watching him play. So,
well, he's in all three phases of the game. Listen, you're a former college athlete yourself. What does it take over 100 snaps a game? How on earth do you keep right to do that?
Some kids are just built different, man. Like, he's been doing that. I know he was doing that in high school. He did that all the last year. And, like, is it sustainable? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's done it every week, you know, and like, I think Prime is said, like, he just doesn't get tired. Like, it's just, yeah, at some point, maybe at the next level, you know, you figure it out. But, like, if he's your best player, why not? And he can handle it. Why wouldn't he be on the field as much as possible? You know, like, I mean, that's kind of the way it is. And I mean, every film you watch of him, he's 100% every play he's out there, you know. So it's rare. It's rare. It's really special. Like he's a really, really, really talented football player.
When you look at KJ, I mean, KJ Jefferson, do you see any similarities with some other quarterbacks? Maybe his abilities and his size and everything.
I think who come like Cam Newton kind of comes. Just big guys like that. You know, there's just not a lot. You know, like I mean, there's bigger guys now. Like Josh Allen is a big guy. I think Josh is probably a little more elusive and a different type of player. But what is Cage? 6'3", 250. I mean, that's just a big dude, man. And obviously he's played a lot of football, his experience, but it's just when you run in this system, when you can run the ball like they run the ball to backs, and then you add another dimension with a big bruising quarterback, like it's just hard, man. It's hard on defenses, and then he does enough in the pass game, which he has so far. Like that's why UCF is dangerous. Now defensively they need to get better and all that kind of stuff, but as an offense you can kind of control the game that way. So I remember kind of covering when he was at Arkansas. I was like, and this kid is, you know, and he has success there too. This kid's a big back, he's talented, and he's making the most of this year so far.
You mentioned the national stage. Colorado receiving a ton of publicity now. But what could this matchup do for UCF?
Kind of the same. Like these are one of, like, conference play is exciting, and this time, so to answer, Colorado last year started 3-1, and then they spiraled, and then they finished 1-8. You know, a team, this for them is like one of those games, right? And then for UCF, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, I don't think a two-loss team from the Big 12 is making a college football playoff unless they win the conference. It's so unpredictable. There's a lot of parity in this conference, which I think is exciting. So every week it's a tough game. But like I like UCF's chances as well as anybody. I don't know. I believe in teams that have an identity and know who they are, and that's exactly, they know who they are. And a game like this, like I said, it's on a national stage. Everybody everyone is glued to Prime in Colorado because of the aura around that program, and they're playing well right now. Like, this is an opportunity for UCF to kind of take advantage of, hey, this stage, everybody's going to be watching this game. Let's prove that we belong in the mix, you know. And it's still early, there's a lot of ball left, but these are those games that you kind of, like, you have to win these types of games where you're kind of even to kind of propel yourself and make that next jump in conference play. So that's why it's good. It's a big game, man. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys. Yeah.